Right, so we are gonna be needing 6.9 liters per batch. So what I'm gonna do is just measure one and then ¿está dentro del todo? Ahí puedo mirar de una manera así. Más fácil, no hay más acá. ¿Quieres asegurar que entra? Se puede dar una...
Vale,
Ya sabes tu botellita de sanítica, ¿vale?
ahí está, bicho.
¿El qué?
El agua, me falta.
Vale, mira, ya estoy probando.
Tira, tira, tira. Ahí está.
Alright guys, we are absolutely beaten up. Look at look at my team. Even Lolita is beaten up, even though she didn't show up today at work. And it was actually a very small floor, you know, like 2.5 by 1.5 meters. But it took 33 bags of concrete. Each bag was 25 kilograms, and then every 3 bags we need to put 7 kilograms of water. So I did the math. I'm sorry. It was 902 kilograms that I mixed and then moved with the wheelbarrow, and then that Eugenia actually spread it. So not bad for this little guy. Now we cover it with plastic, and I have been watering it here and there. Now I'm gonna water it again, just to make sure that it cures properly without losing too much water. Alright, so here inside the mechanical room we left these 2 pipes that we installed a long time ago. And this one on the left is connected to the box that I just installed in this video, and as you can see there is a little lead cable there, like a little wire that comes with this corrugated pipe. What I'm gonna try to do is just fish that blue cable and then pull it, and I will be pulling my actual lead. I brought my new cable guide there, and then I think I'm gonna just pass 2, even though this one is not strong enough for this task. But so here I have this blue cable that I showed you in the inside, and I'm gonna tomar por culo.
Here I have my blue cable, and here I have nothing.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is just connect both. So I have 2 guides inside because I need to bring a couple of cables. escuchas por aquí? Hola. Espérate que tú no te me grabas un segundo. Hola. Un momento, coge la cámara. You guys need to hear this, right? Eugenia, ¿me escucha? Más fuerte, ¿me escucha? Can you hear us?
I do copy.
Oh, qué bueno. Venga, voy tirando, ¿vale? Aquí está ya.
Sí.
Ya.
Ya ha salido. Ya ha salido. Ahora esto que hay que meterlo por aquí.
Mi intención aquí
Sí.
es sacar un montón. Alright, now we're going to the second box and do the same and try to fit this cable from that box.
¿Tú las quieres buscar?
So unfortunately we lost this guy from the other end, so we're not gonna be able to use it. None of them from both pipes.
No.
So we lost them from both of the pipes. So we're gonna just remove the blue one and just guide the ones that we have. Ya. Espera. Vale, vamos. Alright, and now we have this cable in this box, but my idea for this is not to make any cuts on the cables, so have like a continuous cable. You don't need to do this. You could just cut it here and connect it and then make a waterproof connection, but you know, I'd rather have a continuous cable all the way to there. So what we're gonna do is remove this guide and fit the guide from the concrete floor that we just did.
Is directly in the concrete floor?
Yep. And you might be asking, why don't you just guide it directly from there instead, like from one place to another? And the reason is because it's a run of around 50 meters and our guide is 30, so we cannot go with this guide directly from the concrete floor all the way to where we started. We need to do it in 2-3 times because our guide is not long enough. As you guys know, I love tools, and by love I mean love, like real true love, and this new tool is gonna blow your mind. There are certain tools that save you a little bit of time, and there are others that completely change the way you work. I have been using the Milesy X-Tape 1 digital laser tape measure for the last few weeks, and this is one of those tools. Most measuring tools solve just one problem, measuring, but this one solves several at the same time and does it extremely well. It is a laser distance meter. I press this button and you get a laser dot. Press it again and instantly it reads the dimension. But then you pull from here and a physical tape comes out and the screen shows the measuring from the tape. And when the tape extends, a green laser line lights up showing exactly where you are measuring and helping you align everything perfectly. The accuracy of this thing is through the roof. You simply cannot get this accurate with a regular tape. This is really a dream come true, man. And the tape itself is probably the best quality tape I have held. Thick, sturdy, and the end clamp is just a work of art. So depending on what I'm measuring, I can use whichever method is faster. For shorter measurements, I pull the tape, and for longer distances, I use the laser and get an instant reading on the screen, and it even stores your previous measurements so you can check them later. Also, this thing has a computer inside, so it can do things like, for example, divide a measurement into as many parts as you need. For example, if I need to split a distance into 3 equal sections, it guides me directly on the screen, and it even beeps when I reach the exact position. Another feature that blew my mind was the angle measurement. You just set your reference point, then the device performs a quick calibration, and as you rotate it, it shows the angle in real time. I mean, come on, this feels like magic. It also includes all the advanced functions that you would expect from a high-end professional laser distance meter, including area, volume, height, and stakeout calculations. But on top of that, you can use it as a laser level. You set it up on a tripod using the threaded mount on the bottom, just level it using the screen, and you can project horizontal and vertical lines exactly where you need them. The green laser is also excellent. Even outdoors, it remains very visible, and being able to project a reference exactly where you need it makes layout work much faster. I was expecting a good quality tool, but I have used tools from pretty much every major professional brand over the years, and this honestly feels like it is on a league of its own. It feels solid, precise, and designed by people who actually use tools, which is a breath of fresh air. And if, like me, you were worried about tapes do break eventually at some point in the building site, but you can just detach the laser part of it, and now you can just replace the tape. And also they sell the tape metric in imperial units, and in both imperial and metric in the same tape, which is kind of nice. Over the last few weeks, I have used it for measuring, aligning, marking, and installing things around the house, and it quickly became one of those tools that stay close by because you keep finding new uses for it. If you want to check it out for yourself, I will leave the links in the description below. If you use my code from June 8th until June 30th, you will save $60 on the X-Tape 1. Still with the plastic and still with the water. I don't think we're going to remove the plastic now, no? Just leave it with the plastic. This pipe is the one that we're using to fit now. We're installing 2 cables. One of them is just for this unit that is going to be sitting where I am now. That is the kitchen one. That is a larger AC unit. So we're going to just fit one cable with 3 wires inside for that unit. And then we're going to fit another cable that is going to fit a box here for the other 3 units. Pass this guy all the way to the last box.
Yeah.
I just fed the lead from the wrong pipe, from the wrong conduit, and now we will cross it, and I don't want to do that, so I'm gonna just remove this guy all the way back and feed it from here, so this goes straight. Hostia. Sí. So we have a neighbor that ¿cómo se dice que cultivan abejas? No se dice, ¿no?
Beekeeper, ¿no?
We have a neighbor that is a beekeeper, and sometimes some of their bees just, I don't know any of this wording, as you can guess. I know wording regarding construction, not regarding beekeeping. So some of their beehives just fly away sometimes, like thousands of bees trying to find a different place to live. So we need to run like crazy not to be in the middle of it. Look, hopefully, luckily this time was not an issue. So what I was saying, I bought this cable pulling guide that is thicker and much stronger than the green one that I used to have. Well, I still have it. I use it for smaller cables, but this is because since this is a very long run, like 30 meters from here to the box that we're trying to fit, 28 or so. If you have a thinner one that is not stranded like this, then when you pull, it does like this. So you cannot pull, but this one is super strong, so I can keep pushing it, not pulling, sorry, pushing it, and it still keeps pushing the guide without being coiled inside the pipe, which is what it was happening to me with the other one. That's why I bought this one. Alright, now I'm happy because this can go straight and not cross to the other conduit. So I'm gonna go ahead. ¿Cómo vamos? ¿Ya?
¡Espera!
¡Está aquí! Alright, now as you can see, both cables are passing through this box, and this box in the future I will make a hole here to connect with the gate that we're gonna be installing. It's gonna be an automatic gate for the car. As you can see here, this box has a rubber seal, so when you press it in and screw it together, then it seals the whole box. El último verano. Alright guys, this is almost ready, and I already installed all the protections, all the circuit breakers. This is 10, 10, 10 and 20. 110 for each of the AC units and 20 for these two guys. I just wanted to film this because, oh, perfect torque. Again, oh, perfect torque. AC from the office, AC from the extra bedroom, and AC from the master bedroom. And this is just because I wanted to put an outlet here, so I bought this nice one, same brand and the box, and it looks kind of neat. Now I'm gonna test it with this. Alright, I'm gonna turn this on, and if this lights up, then we know that we have electricity here, and you will know before me because I'm gonna go there and you will see the light turning on.
Every time we meet something, it feels like we live in civilized world.
One second.
¿El qué?
1 second.
Lo que he dicho. Y el gato.
Queres sentá-lo só aí, não? Queres ficar para... Fala. Extra. Habitação extra.
Alright guys, Antonio and his colleague just left, and they left the 3 machines running. So now the house, it is cold inside. I mean, what? It is cold, right?
Yes.
By the way, she was working until now. It seems that every time I pick up the camera and go inside, she's like laying there. But she was in the office working the whole day. So now here, it's cold. It's the first time that we experience this, right?
Yes.
Because, you know, the house is so airtight that at the moment that the sun hits a little bit in the windows, you know, so it gets hot a little bit. It's not like super hot, but you feel it, you know. And now we have one there at we set it at 18 degrees, which is very cold for the first cycle. The corridor with the skylight, you know, it accumulates heat a little bit, and now it feels like a museum, man. It's so nice. And then the last one that we installed today, it's here. That one will have a cover, so we won't see the machine when it's not running. And the best part of all of this is that we have the 3 machines running at full power. It is 5:31 p.m. The sun is almost gone, pretty much, and we are using 2 kilowatts from the solar panels. We're not using the battery for this. To top that up, the sun is over there behind those clouds. And also the sun is hitting from the back of the solar panels, because I don't have the array that is looking west yet installed. I have it placed, but I was planning to, long story short, it's not connected yet because I am expanding them. We only have the 15 and 15 panels, so 30 panels facing southeast. Right now, the sun is hitting from the back of the panel. This electricity that we're producing to cool the house right now at full power with 3 AC at full power, it's coming from the reflection of the roof on the back of the panel. If you remember, the panels are bifacial. So right now we're producing electricity for the AC from the back of the panels. My God, I'm so proud of myself. All right, guys, the heat wave is here. It's 3:30. And today's Tuesday. I'm gonna give you my password. And as you can see, it's May 26. I am actually editing the video that you're watching, and since I knew that the heat wave was coming, I knew that I was going to be telling you how hot was outside and how cool was inside. So I bought a few thermometers. This is here 3:30, and the only thing that is gonna do is go up when the sun is like around 5 p.m. It's the maximum heat that we receive. So right now it's 42.6. I mean, it has even risen 0.1 already. And I believe that if I switch here, I can show Fahrenheit, so you guys know what's happening. And I will come later on and show you the maximum. Lolita, by the way, is a desert cat, as you can see. And now we go inside, and it's so cool and nice. Oh. We have had a couple of days to play with the AC, and we have gotten to a point where we know more or less how to set it up for this weather. So what we're doing now is the office AC is off because we don't like the AC hitting on top of us while we work. The one in the master bedroom on. And if I'm not mistaken, we have it at 23 degrees. I'm gonna show you now in my phone because I cannot show you the remote because I'm controlling everything with the phone and have it in a schedule. And then the one in the guest room, we have it at around 21 degrees. And with that, we have here 23 degrees, which feels colder than that, to be honest. But that's what it says, so that's the actual temperature. And here in the office, we are very nice. We have it at 25.5. Like this, we're just cooling that area of the house, and then the cold air is coming to this area, which feels very nice. And we don't spend time in the guest room or in the master room during the day, so that way we don't get the AC coldness that is not, you know, like the cold air hitting. We both don't like how the AC feels on top of you, so that way, since we don't spend any time in the master room or in the guest room during the day, we just cool that side of the house, and then the rest of the house it just feels naturally cool. Here you can see that we have the AC of the guest room set at 21, the AC of the master bedroom set at 23, and the AC of the office right now is off. And if I go here, I can show you how much electricity we're using. We're using 1.5 kilowatts, and everything is coming from the solar panels. So that means that we're able to cool the house without paying any money, because all our electricity comes from the solar panels. We are not connected to the grid. And it's kind of nice to be able to use the AC without thinking about how much it's gonna cost. I mean, we have to make the investment beforehand to pay for the solar panels, and especially for the batteries, which are very expensive. But now we have the freedom to use the electricity however we want. We're also waiting for the last AC of the house, for this side of the house, that is gonna be in the kitchen, on top of the kitchen. But we didn't install it yet. We purchased it, but we didn't install it because we need to wait for the kitchen to be assembled, because it's gonna be hidden inside the kitchen cabinetry. Once we get that AC, which we order a 24,000 BTUs one, which is a huge one. But I mean, I wasn't expecting that the house will be this cold and nice just with a couple of small AC units on the other side of the house, you know, like, as I show you, it's using 1.5 kilowatts, and the whole house is very cold and nice because it's super insulated. All the cold air that we create inside the house just stays around the house, cooling the whole space. Now I am wondering if we are ever going to turn on the 24,000 BTUs AC unit that we're going to install in the kitchen, but it is too late to cancel it because we already paid for it. And you know, now it's May, right? We still have to get to the end of August, which is going to be much crazier than this. I remember days where we have had like 52 degrees. So maybe this setup is not as good for 52 degrees. We need to test it. And since we are gonna have a big AC unit anyways, I'm not scared of it. Also, a good thing is like what I have just said a couple of days ago, we can run this really late during the day because of the solar panels getting electricity from the back, because we have a roof that reflects the light and we have bifacial panels. But also I am setting the last array that is facing west in the next coming weeks, just so we are ready for summer in case that we need to run more ACs. You want me to shut up? In case that we need to run all the ACs, you know, until like 11 or something like that. I don't think so, but you never know. We're ready for it. We're ready for the summer finally. And you know, working outside is hard still. It's, 42 degrees outside. You need to be mentally tough to handle it. But it's been very nice to be able to work outside and then, you know, for 2-3 hours and then take a break here inside, have some water. It's like getting in a swimming pool and then you go out with energy again. So it doesn't feel like so hard as it used to. Right, Lolita?